Okay, guys, so while the screen's coming on, today what we are going to do is we're going to work some word problems, and these aren't going to go into your journal just yet. So if you'll just have this paper out in front of you and make sure you're on the side that says slope intercept. Today y'all are going to be working word problems. So I'm going to do 2 with you, and then I want you to try 1 on your own, and then 2 with you, try 1 on your own. So if you want to pause these as you're going and just work the section as you go, you can, or you can work it however you want to. I may do this in short videos instead of long videos. So when we're working with slope intercept, you use this when you're given a rate of change, which is your slope, and a starting point, which is your y-intercept. So the first thing you need to do is read through your problem. Find the things that are important. You and your friends plan to attend the county fair this weekend. The admission to the fair is $5, and it costs per ride 50 cents. If your parents give you $20, write and solve a linear equation to find how many rides you can go on. Okay, per is a very big keyword because per is telling you that that's how it's changing. So when we're talking about rate of change, if it's changing per ride, your slope is going to be 50 cents. Okay, your y-intercept is what it starts with. Like, what's it going to cost you no matter what to get to this place? And it's going to cost you $5. So since this says that you need to write and solve a linear equation, since they gave you m and they gave you b, we're going to be using y equals mx plus b. Okay, so I'm going to just plug this in. My equation is going to be y equals, my m is 0.50x plus 5. There's my equation. Now, if my parents give me $20 and I want to know how many rides I can go on, rides is x. So what you're just going to do is you're going to put 20 in y spot and 0.5x plus 5. And now you just have to solve the problem. So you're going to subtract the 5. That gives you 15 equals 0.5x. Divide by 0.5. And when you do 15 divided by 0.5, that's going to give you 30. So my solution is I can go on 30 rides. Okay, I know a lot of y'all can get to this answer without the equation, but since it said to write an equation, you still have to give me that written equation. Now, if you get to your answer a different way, so be it. Okay, so example 2, while your family is visiting Deep Creek Lake, you and your mother decide to go boating. The rangers charge $6.50 per hour. So, hey, looky there, that gave me my slope. Per tells you got your rate of change. In addition to a $25 deposit to rent the canoe. If you wish to rent the canoe from 12:30 to 3:30 p.m., write and solve an equation to find the total cost to rent the canoe. Okay, well, I need to figure out what my starting cost is. My starting cost is at $25 because I have to pay that no matter what. Now, 12:30 to 3:30 is how long I'm renting it, and that's 3 hours. Okay, so I'm going to plug my equation in first. Y equals, my m is 6.5, keep the x, and then I'm going to add my b, my starting cost, 25. Okay, so since I know how long I want to rent it, I'm going to plug 3 into the 6.5. So we're just going to do y equals 6.5 times 3 plus 25. This is where you may grab your calculator and plug that in, and you're going to get 45.50. Since we're talking about costs, my solution is going to be $45.50. Okay, now this one I want you to try on your own. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do standard form, and then I'm going to stop and do a second video for the back. Okay, for standard form, you're going to use standard form, which is ax plus by equals c. I'm going to add this up at the top, slope intercept. Sorry. Okay. For ax plus by equals c, you use this when the problem's relating to 2 different objects. So we're going to be talking about 2 different things. So Sam ordered 2 tacos and 3 enchiladas for lunch at the restaurant. I already know what 2 things I'm talking about. I'm talking about tacos and enchiladas. So I'm going to call my X is tacos and my Y is enchiladas. Okay. His bill came out to $7.80. So that's my total cost. If enchiladas are $2 each, write and solve an equation to find the cost of each taco. Okay, so I know that I have 2 tacos and I know that I have 3 enchiladas. I know the cost of a taco is $2, but I don't know the cost. I mean, the cost of an enchilada is $2. I don't know the cost of a taco. So when you plug this in, like AX plus BY, well, we know X is tacos, and I know that I bought 2 tacos. So I'm going to do 2X plus B has to be the number of enchiladas I have, and I know that I have 3 enchiladas, so 3Y. And I have to set it equal to my total, and my total is 780. Ooh, you can't see what I wrote. Okay, so there's my equation. Now what I have to do to get my solution to find the cost of each taco is plug in the costs that I do know. Since I want to find taco, I'm going to keep 2X. I'm going to do plus 3, and I know that an enchilada costs $2. So I plug 2 into enchilada's spot, and I put 780. Now I just have to solve my equation. So I get 2X plus 6 equals 780. I'm going to subtract 6. That gives me 2X equals 180. I'm going to divide by 2, and that gives me X equals 0.90. So my solution is a taco is going to cost me 90 cents. Okay. For the next problem, Karen's piggy bank has all dimes and quarters. Hey, looky there. There's the 2 things we're talking about. We're talking about dimes, so I'm going to call that X. We're talking about quarters, so I'm going to call that Y. Okay. The total value of money in her piggy bank is $11.40. This is my total. Karen has 36 quarters. Okay, if she's got 36 quarters, I know that. I need to know that. Write and solve a linear equation to find the number of dimes she has. You need to know 2 things here. The value of a dime and the value of a quarter. A dime is worth 10 cents and a quarter is worth 25 cents. So as you can see, I wrote those in decimal form. So when I go to write my equation, I know that the value of a dime is 0.10. So I do 0.10x plus the value of a quarter is 0.25y. I'm going to set this equal to my total, which is 1140. That's my equation. Now I just need to plug in and solve. This is the only bit of information I haven't used yet, and I know that that's how many quarters I have. So I'm going to do 0.10x plus 0.25 times 36 equals 1140. Okay, so now I've got 0.10x. When I multiply 0.25 times 36, that's 9, and it equals 1140. Going to subtract 9. That gives me 0.10x equals, and when I subtract that, I have stuff everywhere. There it is. So you can use your calculator, and you're just going to do 1140 minus 9, which gives you 240. Okay, now you just have to divide by 0.10, and I know how you are about dividing decimals in your head. So just do 2.4 divided by 0.10, and that gives you x equals 24. So now my solution is that she has 24 dimes because I wanted to find how many dimes. Okay, so now you're going to try this next one, and I'm going to stop this video, and then I'll flip and do the back.